Hi guys, and we're very quickly going to go through how we can alter a database name in SQL Server Management Studio. So this can be done in two ways, which is the main theme when we're working within SQL Server Management Studio. So the first way which we can rename a database name is using the Object Explorer. So here, all of the Object Explorer, I've created this test DB2. If we wanted to rename this, we right click on the mouse and then we get this drop down list. If we hover down to rename and click rename, this becomes highlighted, and now we can enter a new name for the database itself. So let's rename it to test DB new, so that we know that we've changed it. We press enter, and now we have the new database name. If we refresh this, we can see that that's been updated. If we want to update the name again, rather than using the Object Explorer, we can use the second part here, which is renaming it using a script, which is what we're going to do now. So using the script now, what we'll have to do is we'll have to alter the database. So alter database. What database do we want to alter? We want to alter this. We can just drag it and put it here. And then what do we need to do? We need to modify the name of the database. So we need it to equal a new name. So what should we call it? Let's maybe take a similar approach and say testdb 2024. And if we run this command, now we get a message to say that the database name 2024 has been set. So if we have a look here, the old database name is still showing. What we need to do is we need to right click on the database and refresh the database names. And here we go. We have the new database name. There is another way we can do this using a system stored procedure. Now, for those that are new to SQL Server, we are going to come on to stored procedures at a later video. But in this instance, we have two versions of a stored procedure. One is a system stored procedure, which comes with the database once we create a new instance of a server, SQL Server. And we have user-defined stored procedures, which do something that is actionable, that we script, whether we get input parameters or output parameters and so on. We will come on to later videos with stored procedures, but with system stored procedures, they are really helpful in doing certain tasks in this example. So the stored procedures will always start with SP. We'll do an underscore, and then we do rename, and then it's rename DB. So we want to rename the database. Now it takes in two inputs. So the first one being is what's the current name of the database? We need to put that inside of a single quotation. So that is the current name for the database. The second the input that we need to provide it is what do we want to rename it? So here, let's say we want to revert it back to testdb new, just so that we know it's absolutely different. If we highlight this and we run it, now we get the same message to say the database name test new has been set. Again, this hasn't been updated until we refresh. So if we refresh, now we can see that has been updated to the new database name, which is testdb new. I hope that's been clear, and I'll see you on the next video.